Hi there! Somebody requested me to do a yellow look, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm actually going to do an everyday type of like a softer yellow look. I'm going to show you two ways which are going to get you similar results, not really the same. So let's get into it. I'm excited. So the first technique is the pencil one. I used to do this months ago, like on almost all of my looks. So that's how I would do it, but I want to show you an easier version because I feel like blending the pencil and stuff like that, it requires a lot more patience, a lot more practice. First I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer on my lids to prime. I am changing my nails. I have not yet painted them. So there, I'm finished. They're quite nice like that, just this milky white. I could leave them like this, but they're quite uneven. So I am going to color them. I just don't know what color. First I'm just going to need a transition shade. You can use your bronzer or like a soft brown, whatever you want and whatever you have. I'm gonna take Orange Soda from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette because I love the fact, I feel like it would fit with the yellow. It has like kind of a yellow tint. It's more like orange, but you get the idea. It has a little bit of yellow in it. So I'm just going to take this on a blending brush. This is a Juvia Play 007. I'm just going to apply this in my crease. I'm just going to do the same thing on both of my eyes. We just want a little bit of a transition in our crease. I'm just blending it there. I'm not really that careful with the placement. I just like lifting it up here in my outer corner a little bit. I'm just going to stamp this on my lid. So no differences here. I'm actually just going to do a brown liner, and that's where the difference is going to be. I'm going to take the yellow from the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. I love how bright this is. I'm gonna need a flat and fluffy brush at the same time, something like this. This is a Juvia's Place small buffer brush. In most of my videos it sounds like Juvia's Place is sponsoring me, but they're not. They're not even sending me PR anymore. I don't know why. I'm going to take it up to my crease and applying it on the entire lid. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more of that transition because it kind of looks like it's not there at this point. So I'm just going to take some more and apply it in my crease. I'm also using it to blend the yellow. So I'm going to show you how I used to do this kind of looks. My style shifted somehow because I didn't do this in a while, but I started doing it without even explaining to you what I'm doing. So I'm taking a pencil and I'm using a brown. You can use black, but the contrast is going to be very contrasty. Because yellow is such a bright shade, and if you're using black, again, it's going to be a huge contrast. And I kind of prefer using browns for that reason. This is the Sephora Collection 12-hour pencil in the shade Tiramisu. I'm just going to apply it in my outer corner. Actually, I'm just going to start kind of like from the center of my eye towards my outer corner. Like doing a little bit of a wing here. The tiniest wing ever. We're going to extend it with blending, and for this you're going to need a pencil brush. I do have here my Morphe M149, and I'm going to use it to extend the liner. I'm basically just flicking my brush to create a faded wing. I think I'm a little bit rusty at this technique as well. I usually have to go back into my pencil and blending it again. Adding some more pencil and again extend it. And that's going to give you a blended, faded liner. Kind of like a softer liner. For my other eye, I'm going to use Scotch tape. You can use, I also have my eyeshadow shields, but again I'm going to use Scotch tape so you don't feel like you need an eyeshadow shield. I do have a huge one. If you have that kind of a small tape, it's even better. So I'm just going to stick this to my outer corner. You probably realize by now that this side is going to look so much sharper than the faded wing. I don't know if they're angled the same. Let me just stick this again because I feel like it's going to end up so much different. And also make sure you're doing this step before doing your face makeup because it's going to lift the foundation. I'm just going to take regular eyeshadow. I'm not even going to use the pencil. You can, again, like take the pencil, blend it out, and you're going to end up with a sharper edge here. But I'm going to make it even easier and take eyeshadow. I'm just going to take Cyprus Umber here from the Soft Glam palette. I'm using the same pencil brush and just very easily doing a liner. Like I did this technique in last week's video with this technique of wing liner. And make sure, especially when you're doing your outer corner, make sure to keep your eyes open so you can go over your eye folds. I'm also going to use Cyprus Umber on this other side, so the color will match on the liners, and also it's going to help me set the pencil into place and make it a little bit more long lasting. This is how it looks after removing the tape. It's just a little bit sharper than this side, but it's so much easier to do, so you can pick your favorite technique. Let's move on to the face. Do you still, like, comment, I won't be mad, do you still want me to do my face on camera? Because it's getting repetitive and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Priming without makeup forever. Dullness eraser. Because I feel like most of my videos are watched by the same bunch of people that probably are tired of me doing my face makeup using the same products all over again. There are some videos that attract new people, but most of them are, especially my tutorials, like my makeup, full face makeup tutorials, are watched by the same people. In the center of my face, beauty blender. It's getting harder and harder to squeeze this out. Foundation, Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. A pump of each shade. This, you don't need a lot of it. Why do I talk about discontinued products? You don't care about this, you can't even get it. Oh, it's not such a big waste though, because I don't really like it. I'm just using my Real Techniques sponge to blend this out. Every time after I apply foundation, I need lip balm. For concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me. Applying it in the inner portion of my under eye, because that's where my discoloration usually is. I applied a little bit on this pimple and I'm just going to let it dry there, so it provides a little bit more coverage. I'm actually going to leave it on my under eyes as well, just for it to dry a little bit. I'm going to apply my contour meanwhile. My Natasha Denona Face Glow foundation, which I'm usually using for contour. This is my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Just going to use it and stamp it a little bit underneath my cheekbone. I'm trying to place it a little bit higher. If you've seen that TikTok filter that's showing you where to place the contour, it's showing about this area here, so very high. I'm experimenting with that, because I do like how it looks on other people. I haven't tried that filter myself to see how it looks on my face. I'm dragging it down my neck, starting from my jawline. Okay, now I can start blending the concealer. I'm just going to use the same sponge that I used to blend in my foundation. The thing is, I'm not really happy with how my makeup is looking, especially in pictures. So I'll try to kick it up a little bit. Just using a little bit more coverage in general, so it looks better on camera. I'm going to do a little bit of baking underneath my eyes, like actually set with a sponge, not leaving the powder there like they do in the baking technique. But again, that's something that makes my under eyes look a little bit better on camera. So I'm just going to take the sponge and press a little bit of powder there. Maybe it's just because it makes the under eye look a little bit brighter. Just smooths out everything. I love that, especially on camera. Even though it looks okay in real life as well, it's just a little bit dry, tiny bit. And I also like to bring it down so it blurs out my pores, and like also sets the smile lines here again, because it makes everything look so smooth. It doesn't look like a, like it kind of covers that shadow that's formed here because of the smile lines. I'm just going to take a tiny bit more powder and just set the center of my face. Okay, that's okay with me. I'm going to take a powder bronzer, the Dior nude bronzer. You know, it's my favorite, I think. I think you know. If you don't, you know now. Like I haven't, I can't say that I tested a lot of bronzers. I still want to get the Catrice one, but I want to finish up this one. At least I want to be close to finishing it up. Actually, I'm gonna take a blending brush and pick up the bronzer. I'm just going to do a little connection here, like connecting the nose area here with the crease. I actually don't really need that because I do have a lot of darkness there, but it does look so nice on other people. Like I would love for techniques that look nice on others to look nice on me. Why can't that happen? Okay, using this Makeup Forever blush. I like applying this with this blush brush from Real Techniques because the blush is pretty pigmented, and this brush is a lot, is very fluffy, and it doesn't apply the blush as concentrated or pigmented as a dense, smaller brush would do. So I love it for this blush especially. I think this look would be really nice with faux freckles. So I'm going to add some blush on my nose as well, because I do love that sun-kissed look with faux freckles especially. For highlighter I wanted a golden one, so I'm using this one from the Huda Beauty Golden Sands 3D highlighting palette. Why are most of my products discontinued? I have no idea, I'm sorry for that. It's just a golden toned highlighter. I shouldn't highlight there though, because I do have that pimple. You usually don't want to highlight textured spots on your face, because it will obviously enhance that texture. And I sometimes get pimples around this area, and I do love to highlight there, and it's so painful to me. I applied a little bit too much on my nose though. I'm gonna need a smaller brush because I want to add the same highlighter in my inner corner. Isn't that so cute? Cute and yellow. And I'm also going to add a little bit of that underneath my brow bone. Underneath the arch of my brow actually, because that's my brow bone. You can even leave your lower lash line bare if you like this look, but I'm going to take orange soda again and just dust it all over the lower lash line. And maybe take this pencil brush and just dust whatever is left on that in the outer corner of my lower lash line, and kind of use it to connect it with the liner. I want to add this pencil on my waterline. This is the Sephora Collection 12-Hour Contour in the shade Coconut. It's just a light cream shade that's going to really open up the eye. It's just a subtle difference there. Let's use this cute freckle pen from Pudaier. No idea. But I have to blend it really fast. I'm just placing down a few freckles and then using my fingers to fade it, to fade them. Going to place bigger ones, smaller ones. Wow, they look so unreal. If I need to, I'm going to blend them with some bronzer. You're going to see in a second, because I probably will need that, since these look quite unreal. Just going to place them kind of like that on my nose, and I think these are called the apples of my cheeks, whatever, this area here. So I'm gonna take my bronzer. You kind of want it to be warm toned. I'm just going to go over the freckles to create again that sun-kissed look. That's going to also kind of blend them a little bit better. They do look slightly more blended. They don't look totally real because they're not real. I'm gonna use some mascara, and then I'll see if I want to add false lashes as well. Again, in pictures false lashes look so cute, but they are a true pain in the ass to apply. Like in real life, I like how my looks look without false lashes, but then I look at the pictures and I'm like, no. Oh, this is the mascara from Sephora Collection. This is such a sunny look. this would be beautiful for spring or summer. It's been snowing here for the past week and I'm like, what is going on? Because it hasn't snowed the entire winter, and now that March is here, it's snowing. Please stop. I'm applying it on the lower lashes as well. I'm gonna do the usual lip combo. I need to clean up these mascara dots. Usual lip combo, Boys and Berries lip pens in the shade Butter Nude. Okay, a little bit of Sleek Matte Me in the shade Feels in the center. Just to brighten up the center of my lip, to create more dimension. And the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Gloss, kind of concentrating it in the center to create kind of a more volume and the plumpness, if that's a word. I just did a quick ponytail, half pony. Again, this is another thing that looks better in pictures. When I have my hair down, I just don't like how it looks. I don't know, it looks plain and doesn't stand out in a way. I'm talking about IG mostly because I hate that app and the app hates me, so anyways, this is the look. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having the most amazing day ever. Also, let me know if you would wear something like this in an everyday situation. Probably minus the freckles, but you let me know, because I'm curious, because to me this is very everyday appropriate, but I'm curious what you think. So drop your opinion in the comments below, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.